What's up, guys? My name is Aisha, and this is my YouTube channel where we talk about everything else from the top of the head to the soles of the feet. Now, these are going to be some funny reactions or some weird reaction or just some reactions to how my hair is, right? Locks is not a thing that is well known around the world. Maybe here in America or in certain spots where the African American population is high, or in Africa, but y'all, everywhere else it is something weird and something foreign. So I'm going to give you some reactions that I've had and some things that I'm like, you know what? It is kind of weird. All right, y'all, listen up. All right, so first, locks are an interesting texture, especially like the look of them, because you know it's hair, right? But you're trying to figure out how is this hair doing what it's doing. And even for us brown people, right? I have to look at somebody's hair and be like, what is that? Now, I don't know if y'all remember back in the day. Back in the day, there used to be a such thing as interlocking or putting in yarn in your hair to mimic the texture of locks. It was the craziest thing, because I would be like, what is that in their hair? It's not braid hair. It's not like kinky hair. It's not like the lock stuff. So what is that? And it used to be like yarn. Like people would take yarn and wrap it around, or they would braid it in so it looked like the texture of locks without having the locks. And so when people give me strange stares, or they're like, what's going on with your hair? It's never offensive, but it's always intriguing. So funny stories I have mostly when I go abroad or when I go into a place that is less African. There's not a lot of brown people, and they're like, what is going on with your hair? Or they give you those stares that you know they want to know what's going on with your hair, but nobody is willing to ask or say it. But then there are some cultures where they are naturally just intrigued and want to know what is happening. So funny reactions I've gotten is just looking at my hair and trying to figure out what it is. Because most people, if they don't know what it is, they assume that it is some type of extension or something extra in my hair. And so I've had women come up to me and be like, how is your hair like that? How did you get that? Now, this is more Americanized women, right? And they'll be like, oh, did you just braid that in? How did you braid that? Can you do that to my hair? And I'm like, no, it don't work like that, right? One, this is my hair. There is no extra anything in this. This is hair grown from the follicles of my scalp, right? And so you can't grow anything. And so it's always funny hearing them say, oh, how do you get that? Or can I get that too? And I'm like, no, you cannot. Like, you really cannot. Unless you have that texture and they're willing to wait depending on your hair texture. And then when I'm more internationally, I have to look at it from a cultural perspective, because most people in the world do not have kinky hair, curly hair. They are from other regions of the world, and so it's more like it is so different than what they're used to, right? Even curly hair can be like, gosh, how does your hair hold a curl like that? Or how can your hair have that style? Because if you don't know, black hair, African American hair, it is extremely versatile. Like, we can do a lot of things and it holds a lot of different styles. That's why I think part of the intrigue comes from, I know sometimes I'm intrigued by people's hair. Like, how did you even do that? How did that even come about? But funny reactions to my hair is mostly women going, and this is what I appreciate, that they ask, y'all. There's nothing more rude than putting your hand in somebody else's head. Like, you don't just go up to people and rub their hair. Like, who does that? Who does that? So if you're listening to that and you've ever done that, just know that that's not okay. That is not cool. But going back, all right? So people asking, hey, can I touch your hair? Because it is a different texture. And I love, like, I'll sit here and just kind of touch my hair and be like, okay, it's weird, right? It is very weird. And people will sit there and go like this to my hair. And like, it's like they're thinking, like, what can I compare this to? How can I associate this with something else, right? It is really hard because locks are so unique and they're so special and they're so different that it's hard to compare to anything else but itself. And so it's always fun when I travel internationally, because not only do I travel a lot of places where there just aren't brown people, but on top of that, I have this hair that is completely different and most people haven't even seen or experienced or been around, or some people haven't even seen brown people, y'all. That's how crazy it is. So it's always fun getting those reactions and seeing how people relate and seeing how they understand just a different culture, which I do appreciate. So fun things about having locks is just watching how people react to it and seeing whether or not they'll ask to touch, seeing whether or not they'll ask about it, or what their preconceived notions are about what my hair is or how it came to be, or if they can replicate the same thing. So y'all, this is just a fun video. If you can relate, if you ever had anything like that happen to you, I'm sure somebody has put their hand in your head. But if you can relate, let me know, comment below, subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, bye.